Some of you would rather stay in the boat of faith than walk on water with Peter. Some of us chose long ago that if you find us, you'll find us trying to walk on water. We could sink, but we know that if we do, there's a hand that will reach out to catch us and make sure we won't drown. Why? Because we left the boat long ago. I remember there was a time I was in fellowship years ago, and let me say this and I'll finish with that. Many years ago I was in prayer, and the Spirit told me, why don't you just let your faith loose? Why don't you just release yourself and choose to live ever on the edge, to walk in the impossible, than always being in the comfort zones of life? Because I was the believer that only understood faith from the comfort zones. What do I mean by that? I meant faith would only be applicable where I saw reason and logic. Where it was reasonable, where it was logical, I would agree and say, now I think 1 + 1 is 2. With God, all things are possible. Why? Because possibility began when the math was mathing. Excuse my language again. But I remember that day where I had to make the choice in my spirit. And that is consecration, where you consecrate your body, soul, and spirit to God and make up your mind to live by faith and only faith. It's a hard thing to make a decision over, but when you do, it's amazing. The thing. I started praying for the sick before the camera, knowing that if I call out somebody, they will appear and be healed. And He has never disappointed me. He has never disappointed me. Are you following what I'm saying? And that's the edge I live on every day. I want to walk on water every day. I would rather, you understand, the hand reaches out every time I'm drowning to pick me up than just stay in the boat. Some of you today or this evening, God wants to release your heart to fully believe Him. Draw nigh. Raise your faith this evening. Believe God for your nation.